Welcome to the Rajkumar College, Rajkot, Form 1 English class. Today we will learn about punctuations. What are punctuation marks? In the last topic, sentences, we have already learned few punctuation marks. Let's just revise. We use a full stop at the end of a sentence that tells something. We use a question mark at the end of a sentence that asks something. We also learned about use of capital letters. Every sentence begins with a capital letter. For example, my dog is brown in color. M is capital because every sentence begins with a capital letter. Now let's see where else can we use capital letters. Names of people and places begin with a capital letter. His name is Harry. Harry is the name of a person, so H in Harry will be capital. We are going to Goa. Goa is the name of a place, so G in Goa will be capital. Next, days of the week, months of the year, and names of languages will always begin with a capital letter. For example, I will go to watch an English play on Sunday. English is the name of a language, so E for English will be capital. Sunday is the day of a week, so S in Sunday will be capital. Next, I is always capital. For example, Imran and I were late for school. I is always capital. Now after learning all these punctuation marks, let's go to exercise A. Rewrite the sentences using capital letters at suitable places. Let's again recollect. Where do we use capital letters? Every sentence begins with a capital letter. Names of people and places begin with a capital letter. Days of the week, months of the year, and names of languages begin with a capital letter. And I is always capital. Now let's see where will we use capital letters in these sentences. 1. My sister's name is Anju. Where will we use capital letters? M in my will be capital because a sentence begins with a capital letter. In this sentence, Anju is the name of a person, and name of a person always begins with a capital letter. So we will rewrite this sentence by changing M capital. My sister's name is Anju, A capital. Two. My grandparents live in Mumbai. Here, M in my will be capital because a sentence begins with a capital letter. My grandparents live in Mumbai. Whereas will we use capital letter? Mumbai is the name of a place, so M in Mumbai will be capital. My grandparents live in Mumbai. M in my capital, M in Mumbai capital. 3. My sister Risha is very naughty. In this sentence, M in my will be capital, first letter of a sentence. Risha is the name of a girl, so R in Risha will be capital. My sister Risha is very naughty. M capital in my, R capital in Risha. 4. We have holidays in May and June. Here, W in we will be capital, beginning of a sentence. May is a month of a year, so M capital. June is also a month of the year, so it will also begin with a capital letter. We have holidays in May and June. W capital in we, M capital in May, J capital in June. 5. I love to be with my father on Sundays. Here, I will be capital. 2 reasons. It is the beginning of a sentence and I is always capital. Sundays is a day of the week, so it will also begin with a capital letter. So, I love to be with my father on Sundays. I capital, S in Sundays capital. Next exercise B. Rewrite the following sentences using capital letters, full stops and question marks at suitable places. In these sentences, we have to do 3 things. We have to use capital letter wherever necessary. If it is a telling sentence, we use a full stop at the end. If the sentence asks us something, we put a question mark at the end. 1. What is your name? Here, W will be capital, beginning of a sentence, and this sentence asks us something, so question mark at the end. What is your name? W capital, question mark at the end. 2. Who teaches you Hindi? Again, W capital, beginning of a sentence, and Hindi is the name of a language. So H capital, and this sentence asks us something, so question mark at the end. Who teaches you Hindi? W capital, H for Hindi capital, question mark at the end. 3. Why are you always late? What changes shall we do? W in Y will be capital. It is the beginning of a sentence and the sentence asks us something, so question mark at the end. W capital, question mark at the end. Why are you always late? 4. Where do you live? W capital in where, beginning of a sentence. The sentence asks us something, so question mark at the end. Where do you live? W capital, question mark at the end. 5. My name is Namita. My is the first word, so M capital, because a sentence begins with a capital letter. Now what is Namita? Namita is the name of a person. So that also begins with a capital letter. And this sentence tells us something. So there'll be a full stop at the end. My name is Namita. M capital, N for Namita capital, full stop at the end. Six, I study in a school near my house. Here, I will be capital because I is always capital, and here I is the beginning of a sentence. And this sentence tells us something, so full stop at the end. I study in a school near my house. I capital, full stop at the end. With this, we have finished our topic of punctuations. Thank you, children.